Good evening, everyone. This is Jackie, and it's Video Diary Day 30. I bet you have been waiting with bated breath for me to be done with these videos. If you've been watching from the beginning, you know that I did a 30-day challenge where I tried to be the best version of myself by working on all of my goals at the same time. I'd like to start each video out with something that I'm grateful for. And tonight it's a hot shower. I took a hot shower just before this video and it felt great. And I purposely left my hair wet because I like the way it looks in the morning, all naturally curly when I go to bed with wet hair. And also I wanted to talk to you about the more natural country girl me moving forward with this channel. And I thought this look was appropriate. I refused to put on makeup at 11:30. Well, now it's midnight. Actually, it's quarter after midnight. So I refused to put on makeup for the video. Anyway, for 30 days, I've been talking to you about my goals. And since yesterday, I did a recap of where I started and where I have come along to in that period. Today, I was going to take the liberty of talking to you about moving forward. I've spent a lot of time this 30 days watching videos about how to be a successful YouTuber and how to post videos, and I've done a lot of reading on how to edit and splice them. I just haven't achieved that yet. But everyone says I just need to be sincere and create good content. So I was thinking a lot about that and giving it a lot of thought, if I even wanted to continue with this channel or not. Hopefully you're finding some value out of it. Each video I encourage you to find something that you're grateful for. So if you haven't done that already tonight, pause now. Think of something that you're grateful for. Put it in the comments or send me an email, which is grapegem69@yahoo.com. And other than that, I also talk about my goals, and then I give you a challenge at the end of the video and an inspirational quote at the end. Now, a couple things about the end of this video. First of all, it's probably going to be the record longest video yet because I have a lot to say about my future and what this 30-day challenge has meant to me. But also, I am going to reveal to you my Etsy site. I am going to reveal to you my Instagram site and my blog address, web address, so that you can check each of those out, which I've talked to you about every day in these videos and have yet to share with you. So stick through it till the end, even though it's going to be a long one tonight. So as I started to tell you, I've done a lot of reflection about what the purpose of this challenge was. And I had hoped it was going to be very transformative and reveal like some major weight loss or a spotless clean house. And instead, what I realized is that I always try to be the best version of myself, with or without the challenge. And I think that one of my strengths is that I'm always trying to improve in several different areas, whether it's learning something new or learning how to do something else better, faster, more, do whatever it is better. So I think that's one of the things that I learned about this 30-day challenge. One of the quotes that I had given earlier is about not tripping over the mountain. You trip over each pebble along the way, and as long as you keep stepping over the pebbles, then eventually you'll get over the mountain. And I think that's really how this 30-day challenge has helped me. Committing to these videos has also helped hold me accountable. So moving forward, I don't want to announce a set schedule like I'm certainly not going to continue to post every single day like I have been. That was very difficult. But I am not going to even commit to a set day of the week or a set frequency either. I'm going to let it evolve naturally, and I am going to create a channel here that reflects my personality. Now, I've watched a lot of videos, some of them with pristine white offices with white furniture and spotless backgrounds. I've watched some where there's like this one redneck girl, maybe you've heard of her. Her name is Chelsea Lee, and I say that because she is self-proclaimed redneck. I'm not meaning to be offensive. She does half of her videos with a cigarette hanging out of her mouth eating fast food. So those are the two different extremes, and I've been thinking a lot about what I want to do. Mine falls somewhere in the middle. I want to appeal to an audience that is like me or like I was growing up. I came from a family of a blue-collar dad and a stay-at-home mom. My husband comes from a family where he was raised by a single mom, and he and I have spent the last 30 years building ourselves up, working, pulling ourselves up from our bootstraps and working our butts off to get where we are. And in the financial area, we still have debt. We have home loans and car loans and college loans. We still have household tasks to accomplish, and I don't have a pristine white office. I have stained old carpets and linoleum that needs replacing. And like many of you who have cats probably are in the same boat, we probably have a cat litter that needs to be scooped a little more often than we're doing it. I want to appeal to the masses, the ones that struggle with day-to-day life, but they work hard and do the best they can be every single day. And I particularly want to appeal to that sandwich generation because I feel like that is an area where I thrive and have the most to offer. I remember the days when my kids were school age and I was going to college full-time. I was working full-time. They still needed to be running around to lessons and practices and events and dances and concerts and sports and all of that stuff. Plus, my parents were in and out of the hospital at that age and stage. So I remember how there was nothing that could give, and I had all I could do to just get through the next day. And I think time management, organization, and some of those things are my strengths, and that's where I have the most to offer. Also, with my nursing background, I can offer help to those caring for their senior or elderly loved ones, even not even elderly. Sometimes you have, peers or younger family members that need care, depending on what your circumstances are. But at the end of this video, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my blog and my focus. So I've talked to you about the financials, talked to you about the household, the personal area I haven't mentioned yet. This video challenge has really helped me stay accountable. I have worn my CPAP almost every day for 30 days now, which is the most that I've worn it in probably 3 years. So that is good. And however, today I did eat 2 brownies. So forgive me. I watched a video today about a girl whose channel is called Girl in the Word. Did I mention that already? This is my 3rd take on this video, so forgive me if I've already mentioned that. And she just had such a calming influence. She talked in a slower tone, and she was very reassuring. What her style was is she set up a video and taped herself just doing her household tasks all day, cooking and gardening and whatever she did. And it was a very calming, inspiring channel. I want to bring a little of that to my channel as well, without the spotless house part. So for me, I'm a country girl. I hope this summer to take you outside a little bit, show you my garden and my chickens. I've talked a little bit about getting bees and having the honey from the beehives. I'm not sure if we'll do that this year or not. Talk to you about the projects that we want to work on inside the house. And I have 2 toy poodles that we can watch. I do garden a little bit. I love to hike. You know, I love to do yoga. So if any of those categories, or if you can relate to any of those audiences that I want to try and reach out to, please subscribe to my channel or share it with someone that you think might appreciate it. I think I have a lot to offer. And your challenge for tonight is to pull out a pen and paper and journal for 15 minutes about what is it that makes you who you are. If you were to be true to yourself, is there an area that you're not being true to yourself, a value that you're not upholding? Is it, and why is that? Just spend some time reflecting and journaling about that. Are you in maybe a toxic relationship, or something that someone or something is holding you back so that you're not behaving or acting in a way that's true to your values? And what can you do about it? Journaling, I am a strong believer in, really helps. There's some other things that I am strong believers into, some whole healthy eating, whole foods, plant-based. I would love to be whole foods, plant-based solely, but again, I am a work in progress, and I have not accomplished that. I still eat eggs, I still eat meat, but I always feel best when I eat healthy. And I'm a strong believer in the ability of food to heal you, and essential oils. I like that too. So you might see some of that on my channel. So I've talked to you about my gratitude. I asked you what you're grateful for, given you a little background about where I've come over this 30 days, talked to you a little bit about where I want to go in the future with this channel, and now it's time to introduce to you my other social media sites. And it's going to be very easy to remember because I've been telling you my email for 30 days now. My email is grapegem69@yahoo.com, and my Etsy and Instagram are also the same, grapegem69. So let me just check, make sure I didn't lie to you, because I don't know if I put the 69 on there or not. Also, my last name is Cochran. We call our property here in Western New York Cochran Hollow, and that is the name of my blog website. It's called cochranhollow.com. I have not gone live with it yet, but I have several articles written, and I just need some editing before I post that. So I hope to do that in the next month or so. So I hope you'll go in and sign on the website. There's a spot to send me your email, so you'll get notified when I do go live. Yes, grapegem69 is also my Instagram. So I hope you check out those other platforms. Give me a thumbs up, hit subscribe for here on YouTube, and hit notifications, and you'll be notified when I do another video. Now, usually I give you a short quote at the end of each video, but tonight I am just going to read you the first little bit of Desiderata. Depending on how long it is, I may read the whole thing. It's a poem, and it's always been very meaningful to me, and the first time I ever heard it was a doctor who quoted it from memory to a patient in the ER. It was just the most amazing moment I ever witnessed, and I will never forget that moment. But I'm going to, rather than have you watch me read it, I am going to turn the camera around and just focus on the poem, and I will read it for you. Hang on. I don't know if I can do that here. Oh, there's not a flip over button.